Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the JP Football Podcast. I am your host, of course, Josh. And well, today, the Huddersfield Everton match just ended. It was the second round of the EFL Cup, also known as the Carabao Cup. And this is going to be my match reaction to it. That's why. But my God, Everton won the game 2-1, which is good. We really needed this win, to make a cup run, and well, we just need a trophy, don't we? We just need a trophy. But that game was, it definitely wasn't the cleanest of games. We really had to grit and grind our way out of it. Out of John Smith Stadium in Huddersfield. We really just I was so worried throughout, I feel like 75% of the game. I was really worried that we weren't going to get away with it and we weren't going to pull through, which would have been absolutely embarrassing and shocking, by the way. It was it was very nerve wracking. I mean, we're Evertonians, we're Everton. We don't like to do anything easy, do we? Don't like to do anything easy. So the starting lineup, by the way, Rafa played us in, I would say, a 3-5-2 is what it looked at sometimes 3-5-2. But in the latter stages of the game, we had to convert to a 4-4-1, and that one being because, we got one sent off, which we'll get into. But the starters, you had Begovic in goal. And then you had Niels and Kunku. I wrote it down just to make sure I remember everything correctly and right. So Begovic in goal and Kunku, and then John Joe Kenny were the left wing back and the right wing back. The three center backs were Michael Keane, Mason Holgate, Jared Branthwaite. And then the midfielders John Philippe Gbamin was in there, Tom Davis. And then our main forwards others were Alex Iwobi, Andros Townsend, and then Moise Keane. So, it's a decent side on paper, it seemed, because, that should have been good quality enough to beat Huddersfield. And in the end, it did prove to be true that it was good enough to beat them. Although for most of the game, I feel we didn't play as though we could have been that. At times we looked like the championship side and they looked like the Premier League side, which is just not, it's not good. It's not really okay in my eyes. We should be playing better than that, yes, I get it. Richie wasn't there, Mina wasn't there, Calvert-Lewin, but the point is that side's supposed to be good enough to have, we should have won comfortably. We should have beaten Huddersfield comfortably. But, props to them, for keeping it going. The atmosphere was pretty great in that crowd as well, especially when they got their equalizing goal and, kept it going. But, the first 25 minutes of the game, Everton were flying. I feel, we came out right out the gates. They tried, but we kept good possession of the ball. We were making smart passes and reads and whatnot. And eventually, we win the ball back in the middle of the field. Gbamin and Davis kind of combined to win it. And then Tom Davis, was making a run like right through the heart of the pitch, making a great run. And he could have had a shot himself, but he makes the right call. He lays it off and in for Alex Iwobi, and Iwobi makes it 1-0. Clean, cool finish. He nutmegs the goalkeeper. And honestly, Alex Iwobi, past 3 games, I don't really have anything bad to say against him. I mean, he scored today. He didn't do too much in the second half, but he scored today, and that's what you ask for your forwards, playing in a forward position, attacking mids, whatever position he wants to play, attacking wise. He did his job today. So I'm very happy with Alex Iwobi so far. I thought he had a good game, and that's that. Moise Keane had a very early chance granted and gifted to him. Unfortunately, he hit it in like the 4th minute, but it was fifth minute, and it was off target. And then he had another chance, with Niels and Kunku, who was incredible the opening, 25 minutes, but then, things seemed a bit iffy, not only for him, but for everyone else. But, overall, I thought Nkunku was fine, actually. But, Nkunku made, after our first goal, and he did it early in the game as well. He makes this bombing run around everyone, which is excellent. We want to see more of that from, our wing backs in general. And he laid it off for Moise Kean, who just hit an absolute screamer into the upper right-hand corner of the goal. But the referee wrongfully flagged him offside. It didn't look offside. I don't believe it was offside, and it should have been 2-0, which I believe would have changed the whole trajectory of the game. And it's unfortunate for Moise Kean because, if he gets that goal, then I really think it gets him more going, and that kind of lowered his confidence throughout the game, I felt personally. So, that was that. But yeah, but after we got our goal, Huddersfield started pushing more, and they, strung a few set of passes together, and they were attacking us, and we had to defend really, really hard and well. And by the way, our defending was not good. I'm sorry. Our defending was not good. It was atrocious at times. John Joe Kenny, he didn't really do anything that impressed me too well. Again, Niels Nkunku with his attacking play was fine, but defensively, it's all right. Jared Branthwaite, I thought was okay. He was okay. Mason Holgate and Michael Keane, I thought were bad. They were awful, especially Michael Keane. Awful. I just don't. I mean, there was one point during the game where Mason Holgate, we had the ball in our own half, and Mason Holgate, he tries this pass back towards Branthwaite, and it just skids and goes super far wide, and Branthwaite has to play it out for a corner, or not a corner, but a throw in, because he's being tracked down, and you're just thinking to yourself, what on earth is going on here? What was that by Mason Holgate? And Michael Keane, my God, Michael freaking Keane. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that later with Michael Keane. But both sides, by the way, throughout the game, I felt we cheaply gave away the ball consistently in our own halves at times. Cheaply gave the ball away for Huddersfield to have opportunities, and they really should have scored in the first half. Begovic made a really good save. His momentum was going one way, so we had to switch it with the other, but it fell right in front of their forward, and he just slashes it, and it's a howler of a miss by the way by their forward, but it really should have been 1-1 at that point. But good save by Begovic. But we cheaply giving the ball away in our own half, it's unacceptable. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. And then again, Huddersfield throughout the first half, they got momentum, and then right on the stroke of halftime, corners whipped in. It's headed in by their center back, Lees. His last name is Lees. Yeah, headed in by Lees, and it's 1-1. And you're just thinking to yourself, oh my God, no, not this. This can't be happening. Not now. This can't be happening. And by the way, let me just say, who was marking Lees? Who was marking him, or supposed to be marking him in the box? Michael Keane. So Michael Keane, again, failure to get rid of the ball, failure to clear it, leads to another team scoring a goal for us. Michael Keane, it's ridiculous. And for those of you who say, oh, well, Mason Holgate was in front of him. Well, no. Mason Holgate was helping cover was helping mark the man in front of him. But obviously when the ball goes back, he's going to try to recover and head it out. But that's Michael Keane's responsibility all day for me. That's Michael Keane's responsibility. And he absolutely fails to do it. It's a bullet of a header, and it's 1-1, and they have all the momentum going into halftime. And it's not looking good for us. It really isn't. And then second half, they come out flying. Again, we looked like the championship side. They looked like the Premier League side. And it was just really scrappy. And, they whip another ball in from a corner, and it's headed in again. And I believe I think it was Mason Holgate that time who did have responsibility, him and Gabaman, one of the two. And it's headed in, and you're just thinking, oh, for Christ's sake, come on. Now, it was whistled offside, and we caught a huge break. Because I honestly believe if that goal stands, we don't win the game. We don't stand a chance to win the game if that goal stands. So we caught a huge break from the ref, who I feel made up for, disallowing Moise Keane's goal offside in the first half. But, second half gets underway, and, Moise Keane gets sent off. He gets a red card. No doubt about it for me, it's a red card. He retaliates. The dude got under the lad got under his skin, And I understand why Moise Keane was mad, but it's stupidity, absolute stupidity. You don't do that in, putting the team in a worse situation than we're already in. And Moise Keane, by the way, when he got sent off, he didn't even argue with the ref, just walked right off the pitch. And for me, that just shows like just a lack of character in that sense. Like I know why you're upset, but you don't do that. Not in that situation. Not ever, but not in that situation particularly. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, it's also really frustrating for Moise Kean because that makes you look a little bit worse in front of the Evertonians, in front of fans. It really does. So that's that. You know, I honestly thought Jean-Philippe Gbamin, I'm glad he got a full 90 minutes under his belt, but he didn't look all that great to me. He didn't do too much that really impressed me. He just didn't. The substitutions that came on, I was really happy to see Lucas Dean come on because we really needed someone like Lucas Dean out there. He came on for Jared Branthwaite, I believe, and then Andre Gomez came on as well. And then eventually Damari Gray came on, which I thought were fine substitutions. Gomez, I didn't expect much from him when he came on, but hey, he helped contribute, getting in the goal, like getting in the box. When's the last time you've seen Andre Gomez attacking in our box, getting an assist? That's exactly what we want to see from Andre Gomez. So I'm proud of him. I'm proud he stepped it up. And then Damari Gray, launching a one-man counterattack by himself towards the end of the game. And, no one on our team could keep up with him for pace, which is unfortunate because it was really good. Lucas Dean sent him on his way. And I think we could have gotten the third goal out of that. But yeah, I'm happy those substitutions came on. Dean did his job. He did fine. We really needed that spark as well. And by the way, I think we scored completely against the run of play. We finally got possession settled a bit. Dean starts it. I think we get Iwobi involved as well. And then eventually we thread it through to Gomez, who whips it back across the face of goal. Andros Townsend is there and he smashes it into the roof of the net to make it 2-1. And when Townsend got that goal, I thought, okay, I think that's game set and done here. I don't think we're going to concede now we got that goal under our belt. We could breathe a huge sigh of relief. Honestly, I thought Andros Townsend was absolute garbage today, by the way. Other than that goal, like that goal kind of made up for him being crap today. But, because throughout the whole game, like, did you see the corners he was taking? Awful. Townsend's deliveries today from corners from everywhere, I thought was absolutely horrific and atrocious. But hey, again, he made up for it. He scored. He smashed it in. So I guess overall, even though he didn't have the best game, he still had an impact, which is what we want from Townsend. He made up for everything by scoring that goal, giving us the winner. So props to you, Andros, for keeping, just keep going. And yeah, scoring the game winner because, again, it wasn't that great of a football match for Everton. Huddersfield played really, really well for them. And again, I'm just glad we escaped. I'm glad we escaped and we got out of there. And yeah, I'm just glad about that. And hopefully Iwobi keeps it up. Really hope Iwobi keeps it up. And yeah, that's all I really have to say for the game. We're moving on to the third round of the Carabao Cup. So exciting times. Hopefully we draw a League One side, League Two sides, if there are even any left. But with our luck, we'll probably draw Manchester United or Manchester City in the third round. So yeah, or Chelsea with our luck. So there's that. But yeah, so that was my match reaction. I just, I hope that defensively, when we go to, is it Brighton we're playing? I just hope defensively we do better. I really want us to get our first clean sheet of the season to be, this next upcoming game. But that's not going to happen with Michael Keane in the lineup. Ben Godfrey, I please hope Ben Godfrey is back because Michael Keane it's not working, and it isn't it. But anyway, other than that, for the discussion of the game, I got some transfer rumors and some transfer confirmed, some official things going on through. So the first one I want to talk about is Thierry Small. He officially signed for Southampton today, 17 years old. I'm pretty sure Everton are going to get compensation for that. And honestly, okay, props to Thierry Small. I think it's a good move. Well, for him, that's a footballer taking control of his career and just, I think it shows he really wants to play that first team football, and he'll make it at Southampton. I'm sure he'll be on the bench a lot if he's not starting games, and he'll come on defensively if they need to hold a lead. So yeah, that's that. We'll see. We'll see how he does at Southampton. Well, to be honest, I don't really care too much for him, being an Everton fan and all, but hopefully he does well at Southampton. Hopefully he, gets what he, was trying to look for. And that's all I got to say about Thierry Small. Apparently, Everton have an interest in Juventus midfielder Weston McKennie. Tottenham and Aston Villa are also interested. Now, this is a rumor that I feel has been going on for a little while now. I personally, I'm a really big fan of Weston McKennie. I mean, he's American, and he does get in our side he does get in our side for the squad in America as well. And Weston McKennie's a good player. He's a good midfielder. He did good for Schalke, and he's doing just fine at Juventus. I think he's doing fine at Juventus, or he wouldn't be there. But I think McKennie to Everton, I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it. I would love to see it happen. But again, this rumor has been going on for a bit. The source, by the way, is Corriere dello Sport. So do with that what you will. I don't think we're going to get Weston McKennie, though, which is unfortunate, but I just don't think we're going to get him. Also, another confirmed transfer, goalkeeper Joao Virginia today has joined Sporting Lisbon on a season-long loan. I think this is a really good move for Joao Virginia, Sporting Lisbon being a top Portuguese side, and Virginia being Portuguese himself. I think that's superb. I think it's fantastic. I hope he smashes it for them over there. And I think there's an option to buy as well, which I actually like. I actually like that there's an option to buy if that's in the contract, because let's be honest, lads, Joao Virginia is not getting in over Jordan Pickford anytime soon. And, Begovic is just better. I mean, Begovic showed today why, he can still do it between the sticks. So I think Begovic is better. It was going to be hard for Joao anyway. And then, getting that former Liverpool goalkeeper Andy Levin, whatever his name is, we had him as a third stringer. So this move makes sense in my opinion for Joao Virginia. And yeah, I hope he does well in Portugal, and hopefully they go places this season. And then last but not least, so an announcement has been made today by the Premier League clubs. Apparently today they've decided to not release players for international matches that are played in red list countries next month, which is unfortunate for, those players. Those players, meaning Richarlison and Yerry Mina, so literally like two of our best players at the moment. Again, it's unfortunate for them, but I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. I think that, those weeks, Richarlison getting a break is exactly what he needs. Some time off from footy to rest and recover well, because he's been playing nonstop since the Olympics. And same thing with Yerry Mina, get some time to rest as well. Hopefully he doesn't pick up an injury, because that would be horrible. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. Anyway, again, so Everton beat Huddersfield 2-1. Those were your confirmed transfers for today and transfer rumors. And yeah, I don't really have much to talk about any of the big European clubs going on. I think the biggest thing is just more speculation of, Harry Kane, Manchester City, and then Mbappe to Real Madrid. But again, that's not happening within the next week. It's just not. Maybe next season, but I definitely cannot see any of that happening this season. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on another episode of the JP Football Podcast. If you've liked this video, please like and please subscribe. It helps me out a bunch, and it means a lot. It means a massive amount to me. And please spread the word about this podcast channel if you're really enjoying it. Please do that. Also, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss a video. And last but not least, if you want me to talk about, any other football clubs other than Everton, or something going on here, something going on in this league, just leave it in the comments below, and, tell me your thoughts about the game, other transfers alike. I would love to hear your opinion. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, peace.